Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live stream of messages on a Tuesday with Natasha. And today, hello, everyone, and we'll be looking at what messages there are. Tuesday with Natasha. Let me just switch over here quickly. We'll be looking at messages there 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. So the message for today is, let me connect into the Akashic Records of this session. Okay. So the message for today is, let me connect into the Akashic Records. Okay. Sorry about that. I will get used to the technicalities of this. So let me step in now. So today we come to you with a message of acceptance, a message of letting go, a message of letting go so that you're able to move with the flow of life. Earth is going through a big transition, and many of you are finding yourselves at the point where you've had enough and are starting to look at wanting more things, or a lot of you are also looking at some intergenerational patterns that you have been running as programs in the background that sometimes you don't understand how you respond to or react to certain things that happen, or have obligations where really they don't need to be. And what we are saying is it is important to surrender and to let go in order to go with the flow. And as a lot of you have asked for something more, something different, not necessarily something better, but something different that you deem better than you are right now, what happens when you align to that timeline or that trajectory or that person that you're wanting to become, what starts to happen is things start to change in your environment to align you to what you're wanting to become. So, for instance, if you're wanting to step into a space where you are more focused, where you are more successful in one area or another in your life, it will start to put pressure on the things in your life that aren't in alignment with where you're wanting to go, as a lot of these things need to fall away in order to align you or to set you in the direction or in the motion of where you are wanting to be. And sometimes this becomes quite uncomfortable because it might seem as though your life will blow up, as some of you like to say. And the reason is that sometimes bad things happen in order for better ones to come along or to align you with what you're wanting to create. Now, in order to navigate that, one needs to have a look at what is that is blowing up around you and start to look at how is this actually working in my favor? How is this actually working for me instead of why is this happening to me? Because a lot of the times we ask for something and energy starts to be put in motion to align you with that one thing, and then you end up not you know, finding the changes, you end up resisting the changes that are happening in order for you to get there. So people, relationships, jobs, things will shift and things will happen in ways that will deplete what's no longer in alignment with that which you're wanting to accomplish. So as this happens, a lot of your belief systems, your patterns, your unconscious and your subconscious programming will be brought, and you will be faced with the mirror of this. And a lot of the times, when we're moving in one direction and we're releasing those patterns or releasing those addictions or we're releasing whatever it is that we're releasing, there isn't part of it that becomes an echo from the past, because energy works in cycles. So even though we've changed our minds, sometimes there's an echo that comes back to hit us to make sure that we're still wanting to change those habits and those patterns. And it's in the way that you respond to these that, suggests whether you are ready to really, really change that pattern and align with what you want to do and where you want to go. So what we're seeing is that absolutely set your mind to what you would prefer. And you do that by following your excitement, and you follow your excitement, without question, without expectation. And you end up moving from one place to another. And what happens is sometimes when we look back in hindsight, we see how one foot needed to step in front of the other in order to get to where we are now. By asking the question, how is this working for me? We start to see, instead of looking back at the footsteps that we took, they're asking, how is this working for me? And seeing the beauty that is unfolding helps us to continue to step forward in the direction that we are wanting to go. So let go. Don't hold on. Allow yourself to move with the flow and respond to what's being presented at you. Absolutely, we are planning for the future, but we do that in the present, in the now, and we respond now. And now, and we continue to move forward in that direction of now, having a indication of which direction we want to go in, but being completely present in the now and looking at, from a place of observation, how things are unfolding. And the other thing that we would like to speak to you today is note the words, the terminology of your thoughts and how you express yourself. That too needs to be in the now. Instead of today, I am going to have an amazing day or a brilliant day or a fabulous day, it starts to begin with today is a fabulous day to express and to be of service. So start bringing those terminologies into the now. And this is what we're asking for you to express to help you navigate life in a way that is more easier to move through, or remember we said easier, perhaps not easy, and that's entirely up to you. So enjoy, connect into self. You do have all the answers, and follow your joy, follow your excitement, and let go and move with the flow. Thank you. So I'm going to start to connect in to some of you that checked into one of my previous live streams that I maybe missed you. And I will also look into those of you that are in today. So if you require a message, absolutely, please let me know. And I will check in to see if any of you have requested any messages. But from one of the the video that I did last week, we had Karen that joined in and commented. So let me connect in and see if I can give you a message with regards to where you are just now. So Karen, this is a message for you. Just connecting into your energy. Karen, you are in a space of expansion. And like the message that was stated earlier, you are in a space of acceptance. What we're going to ask you that will perhaps help in understanding those things that are a little bit tricky to understand is we're asking you to, when you sit in your space of observation, sit in with that question of how many different perspectives can I see this from? And ask yourself, how could this situation possibly serve not only the person, myself, and humanity? So ask again, how is this working on a micro level, which is the person, and on a macro level, on an expanded version as well? And the beautiful thing is that not only do I see your crown chakra opening, but your heart chakra has done so much work in this expansion. And the beautiful correlation between all your chakras, but mainly bringing into balance the masculine, which is the mind, and the feminine, which is the heart. So a place approaching things with logic, with creativity, and with the intention to nurture and to sit into that space of unconditional love that you already are. And the message is that your guides, your angels, and all, you connect in very much with all the elementals, are there for you. And whenever you doubt your intuition, they get a little bit sad in the sense because it's almost like, I'm giving you the answers, trust, trust, trust in yourself. Because really, when you're connecting to them, you are connecting to all aspects of yourself. So it is important to trust your intuition and to navigate with that dial. So continue having the big heart that you do and continue to have the balance that you already are. Because you are a bright spark in this world. You just need to see it. Continue to love in the way that you do. The release from outcome, as you already do. And again, it's about being in that present moment, always. Karen, that is the message for you. James, I see you've jumped online. Thank you, welcome. Let me check in to see if we have any messages for you, James. Let me connect in. Oh, James, there's so much excitement as I jump into your record, but there also feels like a little bit of a confusion so it's almost like I'm seeing you sitting at your desk and there's this massive vision in front of you and you absolutely see it and you're wanting to create it. And now that excitement is starting to come in because you can actually feel it in your bones. And I'm getting goosebumps even into my face. And that excitement is there, but sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming and not knowing where to start. So what they're saying to you is take a deep breath in, connect into yourself, connect into your heart, and connect into your heart in a sense of knowing that your heart beats the same beat as your ancestors. And as that connects in, it's almost like they're bringing in the heartbeats of not only you, your ancestors, but align it to the heartbeats of Mother Earth. Because a big part of your project is healing the land. And by healing the people, you heal the land. And that is absolutely important in what you are doing. So they're asking you to take a couple of deep breaths and remind yourself of the power that you already are. And that if you can see this dream, you can see it because you can create it. So don't forget that. It's about taking smaller chunks and asking, where do I start today? Asking yourself, what is one thing that I can do today that would move me into the direction of getting this going? So break it down into chunks. And the other thing that they're saying is, you're an amazing father. You're an amazing husband. You're an amazing co-worker. You're an amazing manager. You're an amazing leader. You're an amazing soul. So they're asking you to remember the power that you already are, because you are a spark of creator. And don't forget that. Step into your creator aspect and command the universe into what you're wanting to create. Because here you're leaving legacy, you are changing the direction of your lineage, which you have already started with your children. This is creating a legacy that they can step into and release the pressures. There's no right, there's no wrong. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Trust your gut instinct, your intuition knows, and you do that by connecting into the heartbeat. Once more, as your heartbeat is the connection of heaven and earth, it is connected by the heart. So step into the heart and remember once more who you are. And there is nothing that you cannot accomplish in this world. You have the vision. If you see it, you can create it. Thank you. And that is the message for you. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. I see it's your first time. Let me connect in to see if there is a message for you today. One moment. So Michelle, as I connect into your records, I get the sensation usually in my teeth, my upper jaw. This is usually dealing with your a your father's bloodline, your father's ancestors, whether it's patterns that are coming up for you that you are changing or something. The other thing that I felt was very much in my chest, which sometimes is a little bit of pressure, but I also felt pressure on my right-hand side. So it seems there that there is quite a bit of pressure in the sense of, what am I doing next? Is very much the logical side, is very much work, probably connected into that. It's very much, what direction am I going in as well? And there's a certain resistance to really doing what it is that you want to do in this world, because you're not seeing how that can be created in a way that is sustainable for your life. So there's a little bit of grief that needs to be released, and a little bit of pressure that also needs to be released in the chest area as well. So what they are saying to you is, really look at what brings you joy, and everything that connects into your health and your joy is as utmost importance, because it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have health, you don't have anything. Or if you, a lot of the times we attain a certain position, and then to move past that, once we attain it, we think, okay, I'm here now what? So it's trying to build in that aspect of balance in life that brings happiness and joy. And you know deep down what it is that you want to do, the direction you want to go in it, but you're not seeing the connection of how things connect. So they're asking you, what you do and how you manifest that is you think about what it is that you actually want and ask the universe to show you how to get that. And what that happens is it starts to present opportunities, release the how. We are so used to kind of like creating that very big restriction of how do I get this? I'm asking you in a different way to look at, okay, this is what I envisioned for myself. Ask, what are the opportunities? Tell the universe, challenge the universe, say, hey, what opportunities are going to show up for me in order to align me with this vision that I have. And then it is your job to jump onto those opportunities. And you do this by following those opportunities that brings you the greatest amount of joy and happiness and expansion. So this is very important for you to step in and really go, okay, I am worthy and deserving of all that is good in life. And this is what I envision for myself. Because I see you sitting there at this, almost like at a cliff, and there's a bit of fear of jumping because you don't know whether you're going to be caught or not. And what they're saying is trust. You've never been let down before. You're not going to be let down now, but you're being called to greater things. And greater things is stepping into your expansion, stepping into your joy, stepping into your health and putting yourself first. And this is important. I hope that supports you, Michelle. You're very welcome, Roger, for your message. I hope it resonated. Okay, if you would like a message, please just pop your name or just say, hey, I'd love a message underneath this, and I will give one to you. Another video that I had last week, Shannon, I think that is your name. You've asked for a message because you're going through quite a lot right now. So let me connect into your records to give you that message that we weren't able to connect to last week. So one moment, let me connect into your records. So Shannon, I'm feeling that you're going through quite a lot of health issues where you are really being forced to look at self, where you are really being forced to really think about yourself. This is not normal for you. You have been taught, you have been conditioned, we all have been conditioned to put others ahead of ourselves. All these physical ailments that you are feeling right now are being presented to you so that you have no choice but to put yourself first. Now, this doesn't mean that everybody else comes last. It just means that everybody else comes second. And this feels very uncomfortable for you in order to put yourself first, but you have no option because you've ignored yourself for way too long, way too many years. And that is being imperative because this body, this vessel that we have on this planet giving us these experiences, they need to be looked after. It's like trying to run a car on empty. It's not going to go anywhere. Or not doing this regular maintenance. You might be stranded somewhere. So they're asking you to look after you. And by looking after you, you are setting the example that those around you can also put themselves first. Not only that, allowing people to take care of you and to offer their help is a gift in itself. Just like you enjoy helping others, it's a gift for you to be able to help and support others. It too is a gift for others to support you. So allow them that gift, is what they're saying. Allow yourself to sit down. It doesn't feel like you ever sit down for yourself. There's so much going on in your mind, so much going on in your body. A lot of these things are the body giving you a warning of, hey, it's time to put yourself first. It's time for self-care. And one thing that they want to impress on you is self-care is not selfish, it is necessity. So put on your oxygen mask first before you put it on for anybody else, because this is freedom. And you are worthy and deserving of all that is good in life. Okay? So take that, take care of yourself. And a good process that you can ask yourself is wake up in the morning and ask yourself, what do I need physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? And give yourself that. That is one way, because a lot of the times what I'm getting is we are so used to taking care of others that we don't know how to take care of ourselves or what our needs even are, because we're so flexible. So it's time to start putting yourself absolutely 100% first and everybody second, because then you're able to support from a place of complete overflow and not from a place of depletion. Again, it is not selfish, it is necessity. I hope this message supports you as well. Thank you, Michelle. Wow, thank you. I'm glad that supported you in any way. Says anybody else, if you'd like a message, you're absolutely just pop in your name. And again, I will, if I've missed you, I'll take a note and pop you in to the next one. I go live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. British time. And I hope these messages serve you. I was guided to be more of service, not only by my guides, but yeah, so it's really pulled me forward into this. You can connect to me on my website, which is Raising the Vibes. I do one-on-one sessions, and I do a lot of live sessions. So I have a live session coming up on Saturday. It's live on Zoom, where I'll be doing an ancestral healing with a partner of mine, Kellyanne Vass, and we're looking at the support aspect, and that is a huge clearing for you and your ancestors, and anybody that joins. And then there's also messages given in that one. And then my friend John and I are actually meeting in Haddington in Scotland in person, where we're having a Halloween session where we will be doing quantum healing and Akashic readings to support people live and actually in person, not live and on Zoom. So if you're in the Haddington area or close by, please join us. There's only 3 tickets left for that, and we would love to have you there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for showing up, and thank you for allowing me to be of service. I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope that these sessions supported you, and sometimes the messages that come through for other people will resonate with you as well. Have an amazing week.